I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Tommy.
Hi. Wait a minute. How are you here exactly? I mean, don't you remember last time you did the Hellraisers review with me? You accidentally got sent to your own personal hell? How'd you get out of that? Are you ready for it?
I believe so.
I must warn you, this box contains so much. And I must warn you, when I give to you, there's no going back.
Well, I'm actually gonna use this to give to an enemy of mine, but okay.
I suggest you check it out first before anything else.
Yeah, just in case it doesn't work.
Well, ta-ta.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, you can tell me about it later,
Alright.
alright? Well, since you've been gone, I've been getting a lot of requests for a few reviews, and this one I think you're really gonna like. This one's probably considered a big one, if you want to call it that one, in terms of views and shit like that.
Okay.
And this one is the worst film ever made, and also the one with the most cult following in it, Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Ooh,
So you know what that means?
we're reviewing it.
Oh yes. We're gonna have to join the great pantheons of those who have reviewed before it.
Yeah.
So, do you want to get started?
Alright, here we go. What hasn't been said about The Room?
Almost nothing, because this is considered one of the great monumental disaster films of the whole freaking time.
It inspired a book and a movie.
Yeah, I know, The Disaster Artist with James Franco, right?
Yes. Who does an excellent job as Tommy Wiseau.
I particularly love the end credit where we even get the real Wiseau interacting with himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god, is this Time Cop? Or if they touch, will they turn into a giant pile of goo or something?
Yeah.
Or something like that. And I think we should probably start with the beginning. What do we know before this movie was made, pretty much?
Well, we know that Tommy Wiseau was a mysterious person.
You're telling me, I don't even know what that accent is. It sounds like if a Polish man was pretending to be a Frenchman, pretending to be an American, pretty much.
Yeah.
We call it the Bizarro Fabio, or something like that.
And we don't know how he's got the money, like,
How much money was used on this thing?
I believe it was like 6 million or
What's it?
I don't know, but
Something in that general area, though, right?
it is rumored that he got the money selling bootleg leather jackets in Japan.
Hey, it's no better than what Uwe Boll does to get his money for his films.
Nazi gold.
Oh, that too, yeah. Yeah, because Wiseau's been pretty tight-lipped about the whole thing, really.
He's even tight-lipped about his age.
Does he have Benjamin Button disease or something?
Or where he's from.
So we got an unknown person making a movie with mysterious funds. Generally speaking, the kind of people that usually make those are usually either reserved in two categories: porn films or snuff films, mostly.
Yeah.
But instead, we got this.
It's funny because he doesn't like French language.
And it is a different language, but why?
I don't know why, but he attacked Greg for speaking French, and it was recorded on camera and was put in the movie. The park scene with the football.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking, does he really think that's what people do all day? Throw footballs around in tuxedos?
Hey, that would be a fun time killer.
I'd be like, well, guys, it's 3 p.m. What do you want to do?
You want to wear a tuxedos and play football?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, out in the streets and no less.
why.
Yeah!
The production of this film was probably like, right?
It's probably disastrous.
Yeah, I heard that, well, Wiseau was kind of a bit of a tyrant on set, I heard almost.
Yeah, because he wants to be like Alfred Hitchcock and Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, but Tommy, buddy, you gotta not.
You don't have to be an asshole to be a great director. I mean, hell, George A. Romero doesn't act like that. And he was a great director.
Yeah, and he has to be if he had to work with Mel Gibson. But more
That's George Miller.
Oh, George Miller. Sorry.
I'm talking George A. Romero, the guy who directed Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead.
That'd be a weird crossover, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think we should probably address the rabbit in the room. This is, what would you say would be the thing you notice the most that makes the room what it is, kind of?
Quotable lines.
Quotable lines, definitely.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
So tell me, how's your sex life?
Or the one that gets quoted the most.
Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
Of course. Now, it's interesting to notice this. Apparently, Wiseau said, or somebody said that the script was inspired by some other screenwriters at the time that Wiseau was reading, like Shakespeare, Tennessee Williams.
Mostly Tennessee Williams.
Mostly Tennessee Williams, which is strange because the line about "You're tearing me apart, Lisa" was inspired by the
Rebel Without a Cause.
Rebel Without a Cause, yeah, "You're tearing me apart" kind of line that James Dean does,
Yeah.
which ironically was also played by James Franco. Coincidence?
I think not.
Amen. Okay, but in all truthfulness, let's talk about let's address the elephant in the room, probably, the acting in this film.
Oh.
It's weird because I think the only person that's actually given a real energy to his performance is probably Wiseau himself. All the other actors are kind of asleep for the whole movie, really.
Yep.
I mean, at least Greg Sestero looks like he's trying a little bit, but...
Yeah, because he's Tommy Wiseau's best friend.
And he probably was very close with him on the production of this, but everybody else looks like they're just like, oh god, this is gonna ruin my career pretty much.
And it kind of did.
Nobody really did anything after this. They were all just like one-time actors in a way.
Yeah. The results are in. I definitely have breast cancer.
You're taking that very well. I mean, who says that? Nobody talks like that. At all.
Oh, I did one time.
What?
Results are in. I definitely have hemorrhoids.
What planet is Wiseau from again? Just what I want to know. What's it called? Ohioville or something like that?
I think it was the same. I think it's one of the planets in Doom.
No, I think it's the planet from those guys from Galaxy Quest. We are here for you to help us on our planet. Or something like that.
I don't know. Anyways, how's your sex life?
I'm gonna skip that. It's kind of weird because didn't Wiseau write the script for this also?
He wrote the script.
And he was one of the producers.
He's the sole producer and editor.
And executive producer and the director.
Yes.
And he writes the script, and yet when you see his acting, it's almost like he doesn't know what he's reading pretty much. Like, was he making up the script as he went along? Because let me tell you, buddy, that's M. Night Shyamalan directing right there. Exactly.
Oh wait, that's wrong. Wait, wrong one.
Wrong over-dramatic actor. Let's see. Besides the notable bad acting, I think something that really sets the acting apart from most bad films is that when you look at it, it's been horribly ADR'd in pretty much.
Yes, like you can tell, like it was dubbed because a
lot of the voices don't match what the lips are saying almost.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a little bit off almost somehow. It's like the uncanny valley of audio pretty much. You think it's there, but not really there.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen some horrible dubbing before in foreign films before, but this is like a film where the majority is English speaking pretty much.
Yes.
And whatever language was so speaking out.
And it also seems like to me Tommy Wiseau secretly wanted to make a softcore porno.
Now that you say it, yeah, probably. The R&B music kind of gave it away, didn't it?
Yeah, like really bad softcore porn.
He's not even really doing sex when you think about it, because like,
Belly button
what,
fucking
is he fucking her belly button? He knows the vagina's lower than that, right?
I am what I am.
I mean, come on, what? But you can also tell it can be also considered softcore porn because you get to look at Tommy Wiseau's ass at least. And I'm thinking,
Not even a nice looking ass.
it looks as wrinkly as his face, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? It looks like somebody did a plastic job on an ass almost.
It failed.
Miserably. It's like a balloon that deflated, pretty much.
Ugh.
Speaking of which, let's also get on some other things. I want to talk about the set now, also.
Oh god, it looks.
Just phenomenally cheap.
Yeah, like.
And I was surprised on how much money they spent on it because the city just. I mean, clearly that's a lot of stock footage he got, right?
Yeah, and there's also. I also noticed the green screen.
Oh, oof. Ooh. That's some of the worst green screen I've ever seen, man. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And,
I thought the green screen in Justice League was bad.
And let's not forget, Denny is creepy.
That's a creepy kid.
Yeah.
I do not like that kid near me.
It's like watching It's like, that kid should be. Imagine a horror movie with him in it.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Although, to be fair, wasn't the actor that played Denny like almost like a 20-year-old man almost?
Yeah, like 23 years old.
So, theoretically, he's not a kid. He's like a young man pretending to be a young adult.
I like to watch you two have sex. Aw, Danny.
Should we call the police? Or, no, wait, if it's Tommy Wiseau, the police are like, no worry, we already know where you are. Just saying. But, in a way, the room itself is actually kind of impressive. Like, did they only just shoot in one room for it, pretty much?
They shot in one room, one bedroom,
Yeah, it's kind of
and
impressive.
the rooftop. But hey, you got. It's one of those bad movies that people still talk about today.
I know, it's kind of like that one film everybody talks about and passes around like a bit of a plague.
You know, like Plan 9,
Anything.
Showgirls,
Google Bull Productions.
Neil Breen movies.
That's talking about any later movie.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you've probably seen some like other films that are amateurs at best, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can tell if a film was shot by a first-time director. You can really tell that with this film because I don't know what it is, but it seems like they had two completely different cameras, and you can definitely tell when you tell with the cuts because some footage looks almost completely different from the other.
Yeah, it does.
It's almost like everything that could go wrong in this film, it went like 100-fold.
Oh, and the portrayal of women in that movie.
Oof. It's very, what'd you say, one-sided?
Yeah.
I don't know, I get the feeling that this film was probably a personal story for Wiseau. Kind of like a, oh, pity me, my girlfriend left me kind of story.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. But it's one of those. If I had to say so myself, it's one of those rare bad movies.
Yes, same.
But that only comes around once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's the film that gets everything wrong, pretty much.
Everything that went wrong that it just did.
And I kind of have to commend Wiseau for that because he's more braver than I would put out a piece of crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because he thought he was making art or realized what he was making, he just didn't care, but good for you, dude. Good
Yeah.
for you. However, even though this film is like the worst piece of tripe you'll ever find, I kind of like it actually.
Yeah, it's quite fun to watch with a couple of friends.
Definitely, and I don't know what it is, but when I was watching bits of it, it kind of felt really earnest in a way.
Yeah.
Like this was just a guy making a film, like that he wanted to make, pretty much. And it didn't turn out great or anything, but you kind of have to feel a bit of admiration in that. As, say, if you were like a first-time filmmaker, you're like, I can remember doing something like that.
Yeah.
But with him, I don't know, you kind of have to wonder what was going through his head at the time. kind of a fearlessness about it.
It's sort of like you kind of envy Tommy Wiseau's thought process as he's making it.
Like, he didn't hold anything back, clearly, right?
No.
No.
He made a movie he wanted to make.
Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, a film like this probably would never get made in 100 years almost.
He's got another movie coming out about sharks.
That I would like to see now, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, you hear that, Deep Blue Sea? There's another film coming out that's going to challenge you right with the stupidest shark movie ever made.
If you were to rate this movie, what would you rate it?
I know it's not a great film, but at least it's honest on what it is, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to have to give this, like, a 3 out of 10, pretty much. What would you say?
Well, I would give it a 1. But because of but if I have to rate it on how hilariously bad it is, it would definitely be a 10 out of 10.
I'd say 10 out of 10 too. It's like a special movie that only comes once in a while, pretty much.
Yes.
And I gotta say, I really was kind of glad I did see bits of it, because after hearing so much about it, I'm so glad I did get the chance to see it.
Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to look for a review on another movie involving creeps, here's Creep Show on the left.
Other than that, if you guys want to see any more of our content, please like and share if you can, and we'll see you around for the next one.
Yep.
All right.